Okay, and we are going to start Architect of the Future.
Configuration of personal mission objectives. Completed.
Okay. The image of the world is defined not by nations, but by global organizations and corporations. Their influence and resources mean that large projects can be realized.
Loading checklist with personal mission objectives.
The like of which the world has never seen before. Your monument will be one of these. Scenario objective, build a monument. Focuses on development and end phase. Okay?
Extracting quest directives from the mission briefing log.
And this should also have our daily mission in it as well. So we're going to hit the start button and away we go. For this we are going to pick the Eden Initiative. One reason being is I've just not really played them very much before. I'm going to run the little faction description videos for you here right quick so you can see what they're all about.
The Eden Initiative is a network of influential global environmental organizations. I'm Yana Rodriguez, spokeswoman for the initiative. If you want to help overcome the challenges that confront us in the modern world, this is the place for you. Global Trust never ceases in its laughable attempts to discredit our work. Don't listen to their allegations. The only sustainability they know is the exploitation of natural resources. Contrary to Global Trust propaganda, it is our environmentally friendly green tech operations and procedures that will guarantee our future prosperity and security. The Eden Initiative uses the latest energy generation technologies. Our economic vision guarantees a world that is worth living in for generations to come. Reactionary forces often feel threatened by our success. They think we're defenseless pacifists and try to scare us, often a fatal mistake. The Eden Initiative benefits from the vision of its founder and spiritual father, Seamus Green. He would be delighted to welcome you into our ranks. Join the Eden Initiative. Join us in our fight for a stable world, a world worth living in. We need intelligent, motivated people like you.
And there you go. That's what the Eden Initiative is all about. The other side is what they call the tycoons. These are the ecos. This is called the tycoons. They're the global trust. They're the ones who continue doing things pretty much the way that it's always been done. Very much interested in the quick exploitation of natural resources. And we shall show their description right quick.
Welcome to Global Trust. My name is Rufus Thorne, spokesperson and member of the board. It is my sincere wish to persuade you to embark on a joint venture with us. Does the Eden Initiative and its promises of salvation really do anything for you? Don't fall into their trap. With its inefficiency, the Eden Initiative is definitely a very long way from Eden. Global Trust, on the other hand, tackles the problems of today. We are the world's largest employer and supplier of energy. We create new opportunities where others prevaricate and argue. We rely on tried and tested production methods and our exceptional economic strength. In addition, Global Trust has unlimited access to the world's most important natural resource deposits. Of course, that won't please everyone, and some will quickly resort to violence. But have no fear. Global Trust solves problems, using the appropriate level of force, if necessary. Our strength is due primarily to our brilliant CEO, Skylar Baines. She has led Global Trust to become the world leader and ensures that we stay on top. If you want to be one of the winners, come and become part of Global Trust. You won't regret it. I promise you that.
Alright, so that's Rufus, and you'll see both of them in the actual game. They show up, their arcs will show up eventually, and you'll be able to deal with them and buy items and sell items and that sort of thing. So we are definitely going to go with the Eden Initiative, like I said, just because it's kind of leaving my comfort zone. I haven't really played with them. I'm usually a Global Trust guy, so this will allow me to explore their faction a little bit better.
New anchor position received. All engines stop.
Okay, here's our arc. Like I said, I'm using the basic model.
Positive growth prognosis for this sector confirmed. Your quest: to build a monument to strengthen the faction's presence.
There is no true difference between the different arcs other than cosmetics.
Loading data containing relevant information.
And merely a matter of how they're going to look. So as you see our arc here, this is our mobile warehouse.
Your current deployment data is ready.
And we are positioned right outside of our island here. We're going to take a quick look around. We've got a good number of mining resources here around the edges of the island. Looks like there are lobsters right there. Lobsters are one of the foods primarily for the tycoon guys. We got 3 or 4 lobster beds. I don't think that they have a position. They have a use for the ecos, but we shall definitely have them. At some point in the game, you will get the ability to bring the other people into your faction and start using their technology. So it's definitely good to know that we have the ability to feed them in a manner to which they have become accustomed. All right here's the daily quest. Eve is loading the data. You've accepted the SAAT quest to deliver 35 tons of tools to a ship at sea. All right. Over here is where it's flashing, so it's over there in that direction somewhere. Here is our first warehouse. Now what we are going to do right now is get busy started. You'll see this flashing down here. Let's get into construction menu.
Command ship ready. Initiating control routines.
And we need to put down a city center. Just like in ANNO, where you need to build a marketplace, here you got to put the city center down for the people to build their houses around. So we're going to drop it right there. Let's put a road around it right quick. Oops. Actually, it's on the right click menu right there. Same place the dirt path is on the 1404 menu. So let us circle around. I said a lot of people when it first came out said this was just 1404 just with a reskin. The two do play an awful lot alike, and they seem to use the same kind of graphics engine. Maybe slightly updated. And I'll be right back. Okay, once again, phone call dealt with and the world saved once again. Let's throw down a few houses here right quick. Get these eco people coming in. Right there you see our choices. As you see, eco workers is what you start out with. This is kind of the version of the peasants that we have in 1404. And instead of logs, their basic construction material is building modules. They still need fish to eat, but instead of cider, they drink tea. And then we have the city center instead of in the houses. Worker barracks here. This is your basic equivalent of a peasant house. As you see, it takes 2 building blocks for every one that you throw down. So we will get a set of those going here right quick. Get some people coming in. See here, the same tack slider. We've got them down here where they will be euphoric. And we'll
Honestly,
have them moving in.
Without you, we never would have made it this far.
We've got 8 of 64 of them here so far. Let's go take a look at our arc. We'll click on
How
it.
may I help you?
So you see we got the little tab out here telling us what new things we can left click and buy a commando ship.
Command ship ready to go.
3,500 credits.
Navigation systems online.
That's our basic.
Command ship ready to go. Navigation systems online.
Our basic ship in the game. And you should see it come out of the doors here in just a moment. As the gate opens, there you go. There's our command ship. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set it to explore the area here. I'm going to click, same kind of command. You click on it, choose it, you right click, and it tells it where to go. The difference here, and you've seen me try and do this in ANNO a few times when I forget, so I will click there. He's going to take off in that direction. Then I can shift click and choose another one. And every one of these that you shift click to it's going to just follow along one after the other. And I like to make a zigzag pattern across the entire sector here to get started with. And then once I've been everywhere, I will make the last shift click here, and the boat will come back. So there you go. You see? Leaves the little white dotted lines if you were to click on it. See, we're already finding another island. Let's go down here. We can click on it there. And same as in ANNO, whenever you find a coastline, it's going to map out the entire coastline for you. This one is another uninhabited one. Looks like some mine sites and stuff. We've got an area right here that we can build a hydroelectric dam. And then it's got a river, and along the river you see sites that you can put for the various structures that have to be built along a river. Like sand mining equipment and that sort of thing. Let's come on
New
down.
island coordinates acquired.
Okay, we found another one. It's good to find these as quickly as possible. You got kind of a downside in that if you're playing a game with hostile...
Hello, I'm Professor Davy. I hope you don't mind if SAAT scrutinizes your behavior patterns more closely.
We are really...
If you're playing a game with hostile AI players, it does enable them to find out where you are, and then you actually have to start dealing with them and worrying about them and that sort of thing. But the other situation is it allows you to find where all
New
the
buildings available for construction.
islands are, because you're definitely going to want to settle several of them to start with. Now let's go here, find out what new buildings we have. Tea. We're going to need tea plantations. The other thing we want to get started on. I don't think we have it available yet, do we? Nope. It should open up over here in a second. Oh, this one. This is the one. Yes. Building blocks. Just like in the beginning, you put down, in the beginning of ANNO, how you put down your lumberjack so you could get working on the basics of bringing the logs in to build your little low-level houses here. Here you want to get started with the building blocks. So we're going to have basalt extractors.
My name is Thorn. I can open a lot of doors for you at Global Trust, if you can prove your worth.
There we go. We found Rufus Thorn. Along with the basalt extraction, you got to put down the areas that they're going to be pulling the basalt out of. There we go. So you see, we'll get that running. Once you extract the basalt, you have to make it into actual blocks. So we will throw down this right here. There. Now that right there is a smelter. The smelter is going to take the basalt powder, granules, and convert them into the building blocks. So let's build a road. It's still got to be connected to a warehouse or a depot. There you go. Now it will be able to start sending out its vehicles. There you go. We've already picked one up. There's a pickup truck. Crap. Get rid of that. It's delivering granules, and you see the smelter coming online right there. Good, good. Being that we got if you remember, I said I would explain at whenever yesterday's episode I was going over the menus, you saw I used the Uplay points to buy that extra transporter. That's why I have a flying machine here. If I hadn't bought those points, I would have the warehouse, the low-level warehouse, and it goes up by 3 levels, just like the ones in ANNO do. You can expand it. But it would not have a flying unit until the 3rd level. It would just have these little trucks that you see here. So there you go. Now what we're going to do is we'll try to get our population. You got to put these down first. We want to try and get to the next level of population pretty quickly. We'll take a look in our warehouse. So you see we got 7 tons of fish, no tea yet, 7 building blocks, 34 tools. We don't have any more capability of getting tools here without buying them. We can go to our ARC and buy them. We can go to one of the non-player characters and buy them. But what we want to do is we want to get self-sufficient, so we want to get to tool workshop. So what I do is I try and get to the 2nd level here as quickly as I can. Just like in ANNO, they all have needs. As you see, the needs are food, community, drink, and activity. What we need to work on now is getting food. We've got some that we brought with us but it's going to quickly run out. So let us go to the menu. And what do they have? They have fish. So we are going to throw down a fishing dock here. Right quick. Can we hook it right in there? Good place. And then once again, I'm going to put a little road there. It doesn't have to be much. Just enough to hook it in. And now the warehouse will be able to pick up the fish. With the flyer, it could fly over here and pick it up and flying back. Like you could have put the fishing hut out here actually in the water, and the flyer would have flown out like you see there and picked the fish up and brought it back. But I like to have it connected if I can, while I can, especially in the early, because it gives an additional ability for the pickup to come and get it if it's not busy either. Alright, now we need to get tea, because everyone knows the tree-hugging ecos love their tea. So let's see if we can find a place to put a tea plantation. I really don't want it to be right here in the middle of where the city is, so I think I'm going to try and stick it over here in this area. And what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called depot hopping. These are little storage depots. Use those. They have to touch the borders, because you see there I can't do it, but as long as it's touching the border you can do that. And then we can do this. There we go. And then the hopping part is we can get rid of that one now and get the resources back for it, because we are once again playing on easy level. Let's go back to the menu, and we want to put down a tea plantation. So we are going to drop it right here. Click on the building. It's got to have its little farms around it. 1, 2, 3. Connect it by a road. And now the little depot here will send out its little trucks. We'll pick up the tea from the plantation here. Once it gets going, gets stored back. You see it's already running at 100%. We've just got to get that tea coming in now and get our little tree hugging hippies here happy, happy, happy. Joy, joy, joy. All right. While we're doing that, and while the ship's cruising around, let's click right here. Right there is Professor
New
Davies' Ark.
island located.
That is Professor Davies' Ark. He is the leader of SAAT. It's a scientific institution. You can left click. It pulls up his goods. He will sell us tools and building blocks. And you've also got these items. These are the things that I was talking about, the different kind of plug-ins. The brown ones here are the ones that you can plug into your warehouse, and it takes effect over your entire island. Like this one right here, once you build a munitions factory, if you plug that into your warehouse, any munitions factory on that island will use up 25% less energy. Okay? Then you've got this right here, the little blue icon shows it's for a vehicle. This will increase the vehicle speed by 20%. That right there is fertilities. It's like in ANNO where you have to buy seeds if your island doesn't have a particular crop you need. It's got the same kind of thing here. This right here allows you to build sugar beets on your island. And then this right here is an actual quest object. If you bought this, put it in a ship, it would take control of your ship. It would go off the screen for a while and then come back on a little, basically kind of a quest mission. And you might discover something of use while you're out there. Okay, so there's Professor Davy. Right up here is Rufus Thorn. This is his ship from the Global Trust ship. And as I said in the last episode, by spending faction points and stuff, you can eventually get enough faction with them that you can actually buy these ships and use them as your player model. But once again, that is
Tilda Jorgensen, welcome to the cooperative. Do you want to make a new start here too?
that is purely a cosmetic. It does not have any effect in the game. You see that he has his various things that he sells as far as the items, and he'll sell you tools and blocks as well. Alright, we have ran into Tilda. Tilda is the first of our NPCs. This is her island right here. See, she's got her dock set up. She is a green person. She works.
If you're looking for the green offensive, you've come to the right place. I'm Leon, and I'm in command here.
She is an eco just like you are. You'll notice that her island has the little
Game
eco houses. She's got the little wind turbines creating power, although her turbines are a special NPC turbine and they look a little different than are. This is a good character to have. Tilda is probably the most meek and least expansionistic and antagonistic character in the game. She will give you quests, and in return she will also she even asks permission. You know, part of the thing is you want to expand from island to island, grab the islands that you need that have resources you don't have on your main island. She will actually ask you before she goes out looking for other islands to expand to. This is Leon. He is also an eco-type person. Whoops, here's Leon right over there. We're looking at Tilda again. This is Leon. He is part of what they call the Green Offensive. Basically, he is an eco-terrorist. He's another one that he is pretty easy to get along with. As long as you're not attacking him, antagonizing him, you can get a good deal of faction for him, running his missions and stuff like that. Both of these are the basic players in this particular scenario. They're not too hard to get along with and keep from attacking you. Basically, you just got to get a peaceful coexistence with the two of them and just get on building your population and building your monument. So let's take a look at what we have here. On our main island, we have rice, tea, and coffee. A good number of other material resources. Here we have sugar beets and coffee, so we want to remember this one. Ooh, look at that. That's a good place for building like microchips and stuff too. Over here we have vegetables, corn, and fruit.
Locating island.
Vegetables, fruit, and durum wheat. Sugar beets, vegetables, and wine. So you see every island has kind of got a complex series of different things, different items and all that it can use. This one's got a couple rivers. It's got another dam site. Here's the other one of them dam sites. It's the other island. Ooh, this looks like a nice one. A lot of expansion area, a lot of places to build and everything on it. What has it got on it? Rice, tea, and coffee. That's one to definitely keep in mind. You see our little ship zooming around there. It's going to continue doing exactly what we've told it here. It's going to keep moving around looking for places to put new materials. Here's the ship that we have to help with the tools. Let's come back over here, take a look at what's going on in our community. Okay. We've got all our workers up to 112 of 112. Now we need to keep working. We need 144 before they need activity. So that's the next step to get to, is get those 144. So let's put down a few more houses here. We're going to expand out this way a bit.
I have always been of the opinion that certain ideologies restrict thinking far too much. So I did my utmost to remove myself from that equation. I am of the firm opinion that it is the unconventional that leads to advancements.
Thank you, Professor Doctor. They will occasionally pop up like that. A lot of times they'll pop up and give you quests and all. Other times they just kind of propagandize or monologue, as they would say in the supervillain business. They'll just sit up and pop up and tell you about what their philosophy on life is. Let's take a look at our warehouse, how things are coming. We got 15 tons of fish, so fish is doing well. 5 tons of tea stored up. We've got 5 tons of bricks, 28 tons of tools still. How many
We've made the
of these?
best of the situation, thanks to you.
124 of 160. So as soon as this hits 144, we will hear that you have new building opportunities, and we'll come back and take a look. And what that's going to do is open up the eco employees, which is the next level. The employees are the ones that allow you to build the tool factories.
We won't forget this.
Let's just look around. I love looking at these little buildings and everything. Very, very cute. Said I haven't played with the eco faction very much. They've got, I see little trees and shrubs. You can tell that they're very conscientious, very green-minded. If these were the little tycoon barracks, they're more gray, more a little dingy, and instead of these trees, you would see each and every one had a satellite dish sticking out on an antenna and a couple of trash cans out by the curb. So Nice stereotypes that they are constantly promoting there. You get a good laugh out of it. Now let's see how we're coming along. 136. So really at this point we're just waiting for the 144 to reach. I don't like to expand too quickly and too much further than that until I get that parts factory out here. I like to it's one of the things that I'm surprised I don't play ecos more often, because I like sustainability. I like to be independent, have my own stuff coming in, not having to buy anything from the NPCs or order it through my ARC if I have to. So 2 more people and we will have eco employees to go with our eco workers. Employees bring in much
Honestly,
more.
without you, we never would have made it this far.
There we go, expanded construction options. So we have made it now. I'm going to clear off this. But you see I'm right clicking and it's clearing off all the notices it gave us. This is what I was trying to do in ANNO, but the situation for that doesn't exist there. So let us see, we have the parts factory available to us now. So we're going to go down here, and as you see, oops, nope, we got a concert hall. That's what we needed. So these people need their entertainment. In ANNO 1404, it was you wanted to put in a tavern. Here you're going to put in a concert hall. And we're going to slap it, oh, let's put it right here. That'll cover everybody.
Energy supply inadequate.
Our energies ran out, so we are going to get the basic energy building unit here
Registering new population class.
for the ecos, and
like
that
your
is
style.
a wind turbine. There you are. So we got the turbine bringing us power. We're back up to 10 power again. Leon, he's happy to see you built the following buildings at Wind Park. So we just got 10 influence with Leon. I believe that was 10. And here we go, right there. They're the eco employees. Oops. I want to turn off advancement. There you go. I'm going to lock down advancement so that, once again, just like in the other game, we decide when they go up and become the next generation. When the workers will become employees. Same way that I locked it down so that the peasants wouldn't automatically turn into citizens. That way they're not sitting there eating up our resources. Okay, now that we have the employees, the important thing on their menu I want right now is right here, the tool factory. We're going to need an iron ore mine, a coal mine, and a smelter. So let's see where we might have these resources at. We should be able to grab this one, I think. Is that going to give us? No, it's right between. So that depot we tore down, we're going to have to put back. Let's go ahead and slap the iron ore mine right there. We are going to put down a depot right between the two. That's the one that we tore down earlier when we were depot hopping. Here. We got the iron. Let's put the coal. Coal mine. We need to connect those up with roads. We need to hook them up to the depot.
New island located.
I'm going to run one over here. I'm going to run one from this one over here, so that you got it. It helps if you got the multiple depots pulling, so it isn't just one set of trucks going back and forth along long hauls there. Then we're going to put the iron smelter. I'm going to throw it right here. And then finally, we need 2 more building blocks. So as soon as we get 2 more building blocks right here, or 1 more building block, as you see, we're throwing stuff down. Our eco rating drops. Here, not only do you have to worry about money, remember in ANNO it was all about money, keeping that income in the green. Here you have to worry about power. You've already seen me run out of power and have to throw down a wind farm. But your eco balance. So many of these things, every time you build a new building or upgrade the buildings, pollute, that sort of stuff, your eco balance drops. Now if you'll watch, whenever I throw it down, we're at -9. And we're dropping some more. You see, you hovered over it over here, it drops your eco balance by 4, so we've now dropped to minus 13. There's no real ill effects until you get down to like minus 50 or so. Minus 50, minus 75. The other thing, once you can get it up into the positive numbers, that does well as well. We found a few more islands. More choices that we might be able to take a look at. Okay. So there we go. Now what we need to do now, we need to finish our daily mission. We need to get 35 tons of tools. Let's pop to our warehouse. See how many we have stored up here. We've currently got 5, so we're going to have to see if we can get some more tools coming in. What I'm going to do in the meantime, actually, is I am going to go
Locating
to the Ark.
island.
So I found another island down here. I'm actually going to go to the
Your
Ark,
assignment.
show you how it works. As you see, you get express delivery. You can click on Eve will deliver to the Ark. They will give you munitions, they'll give you building blocks, and they'll give you tools.
Awaiting your orders.
So we can purchase 40 tons of tools for 5,000 credits. That's pretty expensive. You can get a better deal at the NPCs, but the NPCs also don't have as many. They've usually only got 15 or 20 tons in their inventory. So we're going to go ahead and order.
Your order has been confirmed. The goods have been sent.
We're going to go ahead and order those 40 tons.
Awaiting your orders.
And in a little while you'll see a airplane come out. It's like an osprey. It'll come out, land, it will deliver our tools, and then we'll be able to complete this daily mission. In the meantime, I'm going to click down here, find our ship. So he's finishing up that leg down there. I'm going to tell him to come back up here to our Ark. And that's going to cancel that entire route that he has been on. Instead, he's going to come back home. So that once those tools arrive, we will be able to start ascending some folks. Now, I'm going to start raising them up. Make us some more employees out of our workers here. Just like we would do with the peasants going to becoming citizens. If I didn't order those tools, I would just be sitting here waiting for the
Reporting delivery of ordered
tons
goods.
to arrive. There you go. There's our little delivery plane that has come in. The Osprey who's
As
come in
long
and
as you're
delivered
in
them for
charge
us.
around here, we have nothing to worry about.
All systems online.
As you see, it dropped off 40 tons of tools. Now you can use the express delivery. It has a cooldown of 20 minutes. You can't order things from your Ark any sooner than every 20 minutes. So as soon as our boat gets here, we'll grab it, and then we're going to go off and deliver and get our 50 faction points with the scientists. And our command ship should be coming up here in a moment. There it is. I'll right click on it, open up our trade menu, and we're going to transfer all the tools over here to the Merlin. Then let's hover over here, find out where our... So you see, this is a perfect opportunity for the Academy to show our self-repairing ship components in action. The viewers include potential investors for whom this technology will prove most interesting. Reward 50 faction points. So, there we go. Let's find the ship, and let's send the Merlin over here to deliver the tools. A lot of these faction, in fact, the vast majority that I've seen of these faction quests that you get in the game are entirely ones of basically fetch quests. Let's choose our Merlin again, and just like in ANNO, you can go right on into postcard view and watch it going along. As you see, we move significantly faster than we do in ANNO with the sail power, but it's not as romantic to sit. You know, we're not sitting here listening to the waves lapping and the sails creaking in the wind and the rigging. We're just listening to the thrum of those engines. We should be getting close to our target. just off the screen.
Game saved.
Yep, there it is. Somebody's freight ship.
My analysis shows that your quest directives have arrived.
And do we want to finish the tools quest?
Confirmed.
We do.
Contacting quest sender.
Alright, there we are. I am going to send my command ship back onto its path here. Let's start clicking places for it to go. There. 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 Here. Here. And then finally here. And then end up back at the Ark. So it's going to continue on its search mission, trying to clean up the map here and find out where everything is and all the islands. And I'm going to get busy waiting for those tools and building blocks, and we're going to see if we can't get some more of these workers advanced up to employee level. As you see, just like in the other, the employees need different things. You need community, which is taken care of by the city center. You need drink, which is still tea. Activity, which is still the concert halls. Food, you need two things. Just like before, you needed fish and spices. Now you need fish and health food. So we'll start working on health food next. Then other things come in. They need lifestyle. Which right here is where...
Nobody makes a better leader than you do. Simply the best.
In our other game, they were wanting clothing. This is where we had the hemp farm and the weavers. Here they want lifestyle, which is going to be plastics. No, plastics are for tycoons. I can't remember what lifestyle is for ecos, but we need 600 of them for that, and then they'll need information when we get 750. So you'll see those things coming in as well. So that's where we're going to stop it for this turn. And next time when we come back, we'll see if we can't grow our little community here and get further along the chain toward getting that big old monumental building sitting in the background there, looming over the top of the city. So we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.